Yes, so hi everyone, good evening. Hope you are doing extremely well. First of all, so sorry for the delay. Actually, there was some technical issue, but now it has been resolved. So I welcome you all to today's event, which is placement class. And for this event, we have Mr. Jayesh Batra with us. He's a software engineer at Hike. Welcome, brother. Welcome to Squad Growth. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. आप कैसे हो?
All good, brother. All good. One second. Yep. So people, if you
Cool.
have a question, just put it in the message section. As you know, we will take all your questions. And yes, brother, I would like to have your introduction. Please introduce yourself and let's proceed the event.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Jayesh. I've completed my engineering from LNMIT. Then I've joined Oyo Rooms for like 1.8 years something. Did my internship there for 6 months, for like 7 months. Then I discontinued Oyo, and now I'm at Hike. Being as a software engineer, worked in a lot like 3 to 4 languages and a good have a good command in backend services. So I guess I'll not take your much time. मैं आपको bore नहीं करूँगा. I know it's your Sunday night, and I don't want to bore anyone in the group. And let me take you to the journey I've been in my college, to the problems I've faced, and majorly I can say that those are the problems which are faced by everyone. Like मेरे भी जितने friends थे and जितना भी बड़ा group था, many people are there who faced common problems, and I guess कि सब वो problem solve face करते ही है. So first of all I'll say मैं कुछ points से चालू करूँगा, then I'll take your questions, so it will be easy to you, and the session will be interactive then. So if I'll start with the problems which I faced, तो मेरे लिए तो सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम स्टार्टिंग में थी लैंग्वेज. और आई गेस सबको होती है कि सब जब फर्स्ट ईयर में आते हैं, फर्स्ट ईयर में मस्ती करते हैं, देन सेकंड ईयर में अगर कोई थोड़ा सीरियस होता है एंड दे स्टार्ट किया चलो मैं कोड करना चालू करता हूँ.
Brother, sorry to
तो
interrupt you.
एवर ओके.
Sorry to interrupt you, but can we please have the event in English because we have some audience from South also and some international audience also.
Oh, okay, sure. No problem. So I'll be telling the problems which I have faced, and all the friends face the same problem. So the basic problem I faced is like the language which I used to prefer. For example, when I was in first year, I started with C, and we all know that C is a very basic and very important language, but no one actually uses it. Then second, people come with C++ for doing DSA and all, and everyone have this dilemma that what language should I go with. People always go behind Java because yes, it is true that Java is the backbone of our backend architecture and backend companies, but it's not true at a single a percent level that Java is necessary to get placed in any good company. You can name any good company like Google, Amazon. Like barely remember someone have even asked me that why do you choose this language. So the language I chose in my second semester was Python. I don't know why I did that, but I switched from C to Python and I continued it. Python is a very bad language to do DSA in, but it is something like you have to take your way. You have to dig up to the ways like to use Python in competitive coding, as Python takes a hell lot of time to do the same code. But in real life or in engineering, like when you are a backend engineer, if there is a place where Python is needed, no other language can compete it. If a Java is needed, no other language can compete Java. And there are many more languages which are coming through. I don't think that you should go any day anytime for a language. Yes, there will be a very slight advantage if you will be going with Java or something, because think from a interviewer perspective, because major companies work in Java, they will give a little edge. But if you are going that no, I don't know that language, many students I have seen, like people always go behind this that I have learned 3 languages, 4 languages. So it's very simple that language doesn't matter. But yes, if you are if you are So starting anything, so you could choose Java. So this was my first fear, which I overcame in like that was a question which was in my blood. Like I was always thinking how DSA will make me place. Like yeah, DSA is a kind of a thing which we do like puzzle sometimes. Like we are doing a greedy algorithm. Those are sometimes kind of puzzle stories, and we solve them and we convert into code. And I like till my job started, and even after 1 month also, I was in this dilemma. Like, what will I do in real life job? I really don't know. I was like, yeah, I only know DSA. I have done very few projects. How will I cope up with the things? And I really don't know anything. But actually, guys, the thing is, we always think that if Facebook is built, so what our engineers doing right now? But actually, there is one line you can always think of, that development is necessary in everything. So this goes in every company. Like we do experiments, we do new things. Like every single feature, if a slightly single change you see in any app, can get like tons of days or like tons of people working on that. For example, there was a change in recent policy. Actually, like Hike is working in a new project. Hike Messenger is turned off. You all guys know. So they are working on a gaming universe on Web3 blockchain. We have to deploy a feature. We gave it whole night. Like 20 people were on that call whole night, uh, and we did that thing. So take this out of your mind, that how will I cope up. Things will go your way. And one line is, I guess, one very important thing is, uh, consider DSA as your Bible. I don't know why, but this is the way we follow in our India and in whole worldwide. If you want to clear any interview, you have to be excellent in DSA, or you have to be above average than DSA. I know it's wrong. Like we don't do DSA questions in real life. I don't solve DSA question in real life in my engineering, but this is the only way to get in a good company or something. If you are going in a good company, there will be 5 rounds. At least 2 rounds will be DSA. You don't have to go very hard. Like I really don't know dynamic programming very well. But what happen is, when you give interviews, you give around 6 7 interviews. 2 or 3 interviews will give will actually slide down on your way, and few interviews you will think that yes, I will be selected. But no, sometimes happen. I have seen my friends, like there are many interviews and etc stories which I have seen. Like in one story, like one my friend got rejected in HR round. He gave 5 interviews in DSA. Every round he did excellent, but got rejected in HR round. So things happen, but things also happens on your side. For that, you have to like work really hard. One teacher used to say that luck will be with you if you will work hard. So that happens a lot in interviews and placements.
Got it.
Second, third. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, sure. You are saying something.
actually, we have some questions related to DSA, so I think we can take them right now.
Sure, sure, sure.
So the first question we have is, I can solve only easy and some of medium level questions. How can I improve myself in DSA?
Okay. So there are very few things which I have followed. You can use few tools to improve it. Like as far as I can remember, there is a website A2J ladder, atoj.com. What that do is, it gives you all levels. Like there are code forces questions. Actually, it's just a combination of code forces questions, and they are 1 to 100. So start doing that. It increases your level gradually. Don't uh, go on, why are you trying to do medium hard? Just do questions. Take an example. When you were doing 11 12th, you were finding it difficult. When you came to college, you thought that 11 12th was easier. So this happens when you work hard. When you will give 4 to 5 hours to a single question, those easy medium question will be very very easy for you, and you will start doing hard ones. And very honestly, you have to do few hard ones to crack a good interview. Don't just go like doing hard questions. You should be clear with each and every concepts which are given, even till graphs, everything is good.
Got it, got it. So the questions are related to this. I guess we can proceed with the event.
Okay, any more question? If you want to, just let me know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next,
Yes, yes.
okay,
Please
okay,
continue.
sure.
Please continue.
Okay. So few more topics like I can give you some project ideas, what you can do, or like there is this one huge problem when you do a hell lot of DSA. You always think how to do a project. When I used to do it, I always think that how can I, like if you are doing just web development or app development, projects are very like cream cake for you. Just you can make an app or you can make a website and you can put that project inside your resume. That's very easy. But when you do core DSA, like yes, you are working, so at single point you think what is a project I can do. So let me tell you what projects I have done. There was a day I was sitting around and I was thinking what should I do. I just made a bot, a Python bot, which helped me like that was some that used to comment at a post in a Instagram continuously. Like you can just enter a number 100 and it will comment anyone's post for 100 times. So do anything which is related to DSA. Like the best project you can do is like visualizing DSA algorithms. I made a project which helped me to show that how works, how BFS works. Just go to YouTube and search pathfinding visualizer, sorting visualizer. This will give you a edge. Obviously, when what let me tell you one story. When you give interviews, out of 5 out of 4 interviews, viewers will ask you what's your project. If your project will be good, you can easily take 30 minutes on that interview. And if you will be keen point to point, and if you will even take 20 minutes through your project now, that interviewer will see you from a different eye. So try to have a good project. And yes, it's tough. Like what project should I do? One of the good project I did was a Sudoku solver visualizer. So we all know how to solve a Sudoku by a DSA problem, DSA algorithm. But I just visualized it. Like it showed how backtracking works. So try to pick that, or if you can find a website building, uh, just learn it. Literally, HTML, CSS, JavaScript is 4 hours ago from you. Like you can learn anything. So try to do like you can make B plus visualizer. It is already hosted, but you can go with that as well. And
Okay.
one last point. Okay, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Just complete your point. Then I'll ask the
Okay,
question.
yeah. So that the point I missed is, if you are learning Python, just go with a Python framework. Made a very simple project. You should know like how to make a project from scratch. You can choose Django, you can use Flask. If you are choosing Java, use Spring or maybe Spring Boot. If you are going with Kotlin, Golang, any language, just learn a framework. You will know how backend thing works. So you will at least explore yourself ahead of DSA.
Okay, got it. So, brother, next question is again related to DSA, and I think we should take this question because
Okay.
the question is I have been doing DSA for almost 5 months now, but I'm still not confident about it. It takes me too much time to solve a question, and even if I solve it, it shows TLE or some segmentation fault, which in short demotivates me. And what should I do to get it?
Okay, it's a very interesting question, and it's very true. Like DSA is not a thing that suits everyone, and it's hard to accept that we have to learn DSA in any possible way. It used to happen with me as well. I was not good at DSA, and like many people knows language, I was coding in C. and used to happen with me a hell lot of time. But very honestly, 5 months is less, buddy. What happened is ki if you have time, like if you are in third year, fourth year, or second year, try to give as much as time you can. Like just think ki if you are giving it, like you have reached 5 months. I know that demotivation is something which keeps you back, but just think like I have also done at least 800 questions in every platform combinedly. So you have to go through it. I know, like I will not give you false hope here, but it's the thing. You have to work. You have to do easy questions. If you are lacking behind, go with the easy question first. Take your time. I also sat on a question for 4 days. I wasn't able to solve it. There was my friend. He always sit on code forces around. He was able to solve only one question. Only one question, maybe sometimes two, but he never reached three. But every time he says that if I'm hardworking, it will show up. What happened is right now he got into a company which builds solar power, which is not very backend friendly. And after 1 year, he was taking interviews of people much elder than him. So actually, what happened is when you do DSA, you will get into a company, maybe not Google, maybe not Amazon, maybe not in a very good company, but if you will be going in an average company, you have a huge scope. Without doing DSA, you can grow exponentially. So but for that also you have to at least do medium questions, and you have to get it to it. Give time. I can assurely say that you will reach to medium questions or maybe hard questions very easily in next 5 months.
Got it. Got it, brother. Yeah, we can proceed the event.
Okay, so there are few more things I can talk about. Like if one day, just suppose like you are on that edge, like no, I'm leaving DSA, I'm not giving. So okay, if you are not able to DSA, switch to another thing. For example, there are many things, but just you have to open your eyes like at every turn of your life. What happened is there was my one friend. He was so aware. He was so active on LinkedIn. He knew which company was hiring. He knew which company has which culture. Everything. If you are excellent in that, he used to message everyone on LinkedIn. He used to get calls from people that yes, you can join our company and we are hiring interns and all and all. He did two internship, easily got the job, just because he was very aware of the things. So and what I was very lagged in that thing. Like I never opened LinkedIn. My LinkedIn was so shitty, like I can't even tell. I just luckily got a good company in my college campus, but he got two internship from off campus and one company that as well from off campus, just because he was so aware. So keep that thing. Build your resume very good. Like you can take resume reference from my resume as well, and there are tons of good resumes. Don't like add colors to your resume. If your resume is only half page now, no problem. I have seen people like there were education, skills, one project, and that's it. That was literally half page white. It is good. Don't add anything rubbish. Build your resume, build the link, build the connection you can build. It will help you a lot in at any point of at any point of time. Software engineering world is very short. Like if I'm working with someone, I will maybe in the next company I can meet him again. So you have to build connection to get the job. It's a very basic rule. Or either if you are very strong in DSA, there's no problem. You have to just focus on it.
Got it.
Are there any? Okay.
Yeah, there are some questions, but still the question make the same sense, which you have already discussed, like how to, from where we have to learn DSA, which source you would prefer. I guess we have already discussed these things.
Okay. Uh, there is one more thing I can add up to it. Like, for example, let's suppose people sometimes think that doing DSA courses can doing DSA courses can end up you giving a lot of bucks. But listen, one thing: you will spend 10 lakhs on a college. There are some companies. I know it's very bad structure, but just be mean for 10 minutes. For example, if a organization is giving you, like, they are assuring you they will be giving you package around 10 lakh or 11 lakh, and they will be charging even 60,000. If they are giving guarantee, take it. If you are thinking that I'm not able to do it by myself, I have seen my friends, I have seen people, because they know what we don't know in college, that what are the requirements of the company at right now. They know that, we don't know. I know what we are working on, what tech stacks we are working on. You literally, when I was in college, I don't know what is computer science engineering instead of DSA, and which is a hell lot of thing ahead of DSA. So give a thought to everything you find good, and keep your mind open.
Okay, got it.
Sure.
So,
Mhm.
brother, we have some question related to CV and interview. I should we take them?
Yeah, yeah, why not?
Okay. So, first question is, what point should I mention on my CV to get it shortlisted for the interview?
Okay. So there are you should be very basic. Don't add matlab, don't add everything you can. Just add your education. Just add your project. Add project, and if you're copying your project now, it is very bad. You should be doing. You can copy the projects your friends have did. Like, if they made this thing, just make it by yourself. Don't copy it. Don't just add it, because my mentor said me, if you have made the project, that spark will be in your eyes. If I have copied now, I won't be able to explore that project. Even I will learn everything, I won't be able to tell that project to anyone. Make two decent projects. If you have good code forces rating or decent code forces rating, try to add that as well. And if you are in some, like, for just college purpose, I am telling, if you are in some clubs or something, you can add that as well, at a very short line or something. Add your skills as well, like two languages, two more things, like, yes, you know GitHub, learn GitHub if you can, learn a framework if you can, or if you are having like two languages, those are enough. You don't need to add anything. If you will be needing some project ideas or project from someone, I can help you guys.
Okay. So, mm, yeah. So another question is, how does the CV get shortlisted? Like a CV of a particular format is scanned, then the interviewer just check the CV and it gets shortlisted. Is this the way?
Okay, very nice question, I'll say. Actually, this is not the way. Sometimes it is more likely that keywords will be there. If any companies is finding for DevOps engineer or something, so they will keep the words. But majorly for college student, it doesn't work that. Sometimes it goes for CGP or something. But every time people will say, what, how the resume is. There are very different resumes in the market. Those are neat and clean, will be every time catchy to the HR or the interviewer. A very small thing for all the college buddies: if your resume is not getting selected in college campus, don't don't panic, because if you think that they are going your resume and they are rejecting it, it's not that way. So don't panic. Yes, if it is going every time outside off campus and this is the same thing happening, so you need to know that I have to improve my resume.
Okay. So yeah. So next question we have is how to tackle the situation if I don't have the answer of a particular question in interview.
Okay, if you know, if you're completely blank, just say no. Just say no to the interviewer. Listen, if anyone is taking your interview, he is 5 times more smarter than those things. If you think that you will copy, even I have taken interviews in OA room, I've seen people uh, copying answer from another tabs. People know everything. If you don't know, just say no. He will ask you another question. Give answer of that. If you also don't know that, just say no. He will give you third question, because interviewer also understand that it can be your bad day, and we also know that yes, sometimes things doesn't work. But okay, what worst will happen if you will try to answer wrong? If you are trying to give wrong answer, your time will collapse. You have only 1 hour for interview. Not No interviews goes ahead of 1 hour. So you have 1 hour. Try to give as much as answer you know. Don't play with your interviewer anytime, any day.
Got it. Yes. People, if you have any other question, put it in the message section or the chat section, wherever you want to put. And till then, let's take the question which we have. Layoffs are happening at a very large scale. How much it will affect the fresher, or there is still space for freshers in the industry?
There will be every time there will be a space for fresher. You don't have to worry it. Yes, I know times are tough. You have to be strong right now. Even very honestly, my friends also got laid off, even like every 20-30 years. We have seen a very huge rise at computer science. There is a little bit fall which will overcome after 2 months or maybe 1 year, but the time will be okay, and there will be every time demand for computer science engineers. If you know DSA, if you know your path, if you know how to crack interviews, no one can stop you from going in a good company right now. Maybe it can be toxic, it can be work pressure, not work, they don't have a work life balance or something. But if you did right, your next company will be of your choice. That I can assure. If you are good, you will be landing in a very good company, not in the first one, but all the second ones you will land.
Okay, so let's take the last question of today's session. The question is, assume you are in a third or fourth year of your college. Now, how would you prepare for your placements?
Okay, there are two points. If I haven't learned till now, like I started coding from like second semester, very light coding, not very majorly. So what will I do? I'll try to add points to my resume, because that is your first view which will go to an interview. So I'll try how much impact I can give on my interview, in my CV and in my coding profiles. If I haven't gone through anything till second year, I'm on third year right now, I'll try to push myself at the every edge I can do. What I can do is, if I can take paid courses will push you. Actually, what happen is, if you will giving 20,000, 30,000 to anything like coding for code forces, coding ninjas, anything, you you push yourself. They say you have to give 30 minutes every day or 3 hours something. So do as much as you can. Do coding interviews, do mock interviews with someone, pay them, pay good, do good courses, do good projects. You will easily get a good job in fourth year. It's very simple science. Good DSA, good projects, good CV, nothing else.
Got it, brother.
There is very there's few
Please.
seconds left, I guess.
Yeah, there's few seconds left. I guess 30 seconds left. So yeah, thank you very much for the wonderful event, people. I hope your questions got answered, and if you still have any question, I will share the LinkedIn ID of sir, and you can message him directly.